Congo court sentences 37, including 3 Americans, to death in coup plot. In a dramatic turn of events, a military court in Kinshasa, Congo, sentenced 37 people, including 3 Americans, to death on coup charges. The defendants were convicted of attempting to overthrow President Félix Tshisekedi's government in a failed May coup. Among the group were foreigners from the UK, Belgium, and Canada. They have 5 days to appeal. The Americans, Marcel Malanga, 21, Tyler Thompson Jr., 21, and Benjamin Ruben Zalman-Polan, 36, were accused of conspiring with Christian Malanga, a Congolese opposition figure who led the coup but was killed during the failed attack. His son, Marcel, told the court his father forced him and Thompson, his former high school football teammate, into the operation. Both Thompson and Zalman-Polan claimed they were unaware of Malanga's political intentions. The attack targeted the presidential palace, and 6 people were killed. Despite the failure of the operation, the court handed down the death penalty for charges that included terrorism and criminal association. Most of the convicted were Congolese, but the international presence has sparked global concern. The American connection, innocent or misled? The 3 Americans have become a focal point of the trial. Marcel Malanga testified that his father threatened him with death if he didn't participate in the coup. Tyler Thompson, who traveled to Africa with Marcel, was reportedly under the impression they were going on a vacation. His family maintains he had no involvement in political activism or coup planning. Zalman-Polan, a business associate of Christian Malanga, was linked to the plot through a gold mining company the elder Malanga ran in Mozambique. The U.S. State Department, aware of the convictions, is monitoring the case. However, the U.S. government has yet to declare the Americans wrongfully detained, diminishing the chances of active diplomatic intervention. Families of the convicted Americans have expressed heartbreak and frustration, calling for their representatives to take stronger action. Congo's death penalty reinstatement sparks controversy. This trial marks a significant moment in Congo's judicial system, as the country recently reinstated the death penalty after more than 2 decades of a moratorium. Congo's government has been grappling with internal violence and militant attacks, which has led to a harsher stance on crime and terrorism. However, the return of capital punishment has drawn criticism from human rights groups and the international community. The court proceedings, held in an open-air military setting, have been closely followed by observers worldwide. The defense, led by lawyer Richard Bondo, criticized the trial for failing to provide adequate interpreters for the foreign defendants and questioned whether the death penalty could be imposed under Congo's current legal framework. The Malanga family legacy and impact of the coup. Christian Malanga, the coup leader, was a controversial figure who had styled himself as the president of a government in exile. His son, Marcel, and other members of the ragtag militia testified that they were coerced or misled into the coup. Some militia members even believed they were working for a humanitarian organization. Christian Malanga's social media livestream of the attack showed his fatal commitment to his cause. However, the coup's failure has left a deep mark on Congo, where political stability remains fragile. Brittany Sawyer, Marcel Malanga's mother, continues to assert her son's innocence, claiming he was manipulated by his father. Since his arrest, Sawyer has struggled to provide Marcel with basic necessities in the harsh conditions of Ndolo military prison, where he suffers from a liver disease. She has been raising funds to send him food, hygiene products, and bedding, as Marcel has been forced to sleep on the prison floor. The fight for appeal and global repercussions. The convicted individuals, including the Americans, have 5 days to appeal the court's decision. Defense teams are already preparing for the next legal battle, hoping to overturn the death sentences. As the international community watches closely, the case has raised questions about Congo's political and legal systems and its treatment of foreign nationals in criminal cases. Families of the American defendants are calling for increased pressure on U.S. lawmakers to intervene. In Utah, where Tyler Thompson's family resides, both Senators Mitt Romney and Mike Lee have expressed concern, though neither has publicly demanded government action. The case has gained traction among human rights advocates, who fear that the reinstatement of the death penalty in Congo will lead to further miscarriages of justice in a country struggling with civil unrest. Global attention and U.S. involvement. The involvement of American citizens in such a high-profile international incident has drawn significant media attention. Diplomatic relations between the US and Congo may face strain if the situation escalates. Human rights organizations are urging both countries to ensure a fair trial, particularly in light of the controversial reinstatement of the death penalty. As the appeal process unfolds, the case highlights the complex dynamics between politics, justice, and international law in Congo. The fate of the 3 Americans, alongside their fellow defendants, remains uncertain, but the implications of their sentences could reverberate far beyond the borders of the Central African nation. Like, comment and subscribe for more updates.